Hello everyone, hope you are fine. This is EST exam, October 2021, no calculator section. So let's get started. First problem, given 2x minus 8 equals 3y plus 4. What's the value of x if y equivalent to a square of 2? Square of 2 means 4, so y equals 4. Replace y by 4. So it will be 2x minus 8 equals 3 times 4 plus 4. This is 12 plus 4, which is 16. If you take the negative 8 to the other side, it will be 2x equals 16 plus 8, which is 24. Divide by 2, so x equals 12. First problem is very easy. Next problem, number 2. Amina went to the flower shop and bought 2 roses and 5 daisies for 6 Egyptian pounds. Lara bought from the same shop 4 roses and 2 daisies for 4 Egyptian pounds. How much should Ahmed pay to buy 2 roses and 2 daisies? Let's form the first equation and the second equation. This is Amina and this is Lara. Amina bought 2 roses and 5 daisies. 2 roses plus 5 daisies equals 6 Egyptian pounds. Lara from the same shop bought 4 roses and 2 daisies for 4 Egyptian pounds. This is system of equation. If you solve the system, you can get the value of R and D, which are the prices of the roses and the daisies, so that you can get the how much Ahmed pay. How can we solve this system? This is 2R, 4R. So if you multiply the first equation by negative 2, the first equation will be negative 4R. The second will be negative 10D equals negative 12. And this, keep it as it is, will be 4R plus 2D equals 4. And then add the two equations. The R will cancel the R. Negative 10 plus 2 equals negative 8D, and negative 12 plus 4 equals also negative 8. If you divide by negative 8, set D equals 1. This is the price of the daisies. What's the price of the roses? Replace the D by 1. Here it will be 2R plus 5 times 1 equals 6. 5 times 1 equals 5, so 2R equals 6 minus 5, which is 1, and divide by 2, so the R equals 1 over 2. This is the price of the roses. And then if you want to get how much Ahmed pay, so this is Ahmed. He bought 2 roses, 2 times half, plus 5 plus 2 daisies, which is 2 times 1. The total is 2 times half equals 1 plus 2, which is 3. Question number 3. What's the simplest form of 2 times 3? This is 2 complex number. Let's see how to simplify them. First, distribute the 2 and distribute the negative I. 2 times 3 equals 6i. 2 times negative 7 equals negative 14. I times 2 equals I times I equals negative 1 times 2 equals negative 2. And the I times negative 1 equals negative I. Add the like terms, 6i minus I equals 5i. And the negative 14, negative 2 equals negative 16. So negative 16 plus 5i, negative 16 plus 5i, this is the one I need. Question number 4. If 2a minus 1 over b equals 6, what's the value of a minus 3b? Let's cross multiply. So the 2a minus 1 equals 6b. And then get the 6b to the other side and 1 to the other side. So it will be 2a minus 6b equals positive 1. Good. Take 2 common factors, it will be a plus minus 3b equals 1. Divide by 2, so a minus 3b equals 1 over 2, which is 0.5. This is the one I need. A minus 3b equals half. Number 5, given fx equals x squared plus 3x minus 1 and gx equal to x minus 1, what's the equivalent expression representing the fgx? Fgx means the composite function of f and g. So what's the gx? Gx equals to x minus 1. I replace the gx by 2x minus 1 because the gx equals to x minus 1. How can I get f of the 2x minus 1? Replace the x here in the first equation by 2x minus 1. So it will be 2x minus 1 squared, replacing the x squared, plus 3 times 2x minus 1, replacing the 3x minus 1, and simplify this expression. How can I simplify the polynomial square? Square the first, square the last, the second, sorry, it will be plus 1, and multiply the first times the second times 2. Negative 1 times 2 equals negative 2x times another 2 equals negative 4x. And here, simplified by distributing the 3, it will be 6x, and 3 times negative 1 equals negative 3, and then keep the negative 1. Sorry, this is x squared. Keep the 4x squared. The negative 4x plus 6x equals to x, and the 1 will cancel the negative 1, so it will be negative 3. Where is this answer? Number B. Okay. Number 6. The equation of the line is 2 over x minus 3 over y minus 1. What's the slope of this line? Okay, this is fraction expression. I think it's better to take this to the other side. It will be 2 over x is equal to 3 over y minus 1, and then cross multiply. The 2 times y minus 1 is equal to 3 times x. 2 times y equals to y minus 2 times 1 equals 2, and this is 3x, and 2y, get the 3x. Okay, oh, what's the slope? Okay, I want to get the slope, so I will take the negative 2 to the other side to form an equation, linear equation. It will be 3x plus 2, and then divide by 2, so the y equals 3 over 2x plus 2 over 2, which is 1, so the slope is 3 over 2. Question number 7 refers to the following graph. This is the following graph. This is a parabola graph. Which of the following statement is true? The coordinate of the vertex is 0 and 1. Where is the vertex? This is the vertex. The coordinate is 0 and 1. 1 and 0 means 1x, 0y. Yes, this is correct. The x of symmetry is x equals negative 1. Is the x of symmetry, the line that passed through the vertex. It's x equal 1, not x equal negative 1. X negative 1 here. So this is wrong. The equation of the parabola is y equals negative x squared plus 2x minus 1. Okay, this is the equation of the parabola. It's better to check this equation with the parabola. You have the vertex, which is 1 and 0. Check 1 and 0 here means put x equal 1. If you have y equal, put x equals 1 and try to get y. If y equals 0, so it's correct. This equation will be correct. So let's see. Negative x squared means negative 1 squared plus 2 times 1 minus 1. Let's see what's the value of this expression. It will be this 1 squared equals 1 times negative. It will be negative 1, and this will be 2 minus 1. Negative 1, negative 2, and negative 1 equals negative 2, so this is 0. So the y equals 0, so it's correct. So this is correct. So the first and the third options are correct. First and third. This is number D. Number 8. What's the equation of the tangent to the parabola at the vertex? Look, what's the tangent of this parabola? The line that touches the parabola at the vertex. This line. Okay. This line's equation, which is the equation of the x-axis itself, is y equals 0. Why? Because y here equals 0, it passes through the y-axis at 0. So the equation of the parabola at the tangent is, what's the equation of the tangent to this parabola at the vertex? So it will be y equal 0. Using the figure below, what is the value of 3x minus 1 if AC is parallel to FD? Okay, if this line is parallel to this line, so that makes two similar triangles, this big triangle and the small triangle. Because this equal to this angle, and also this angle equal to this angle, and this is common angle, so the three angles in the small triangle are equal to the three angles in the big triangle. Since they are similar, so their sides are proportional. What's the meaning of proportional? Means the ratio between this and this, means 3/9, is equal to the ratio of this over this. This is x plus 3. Look, the line, this is x plus 3, so put x equals 3 over the total, which is 20. Now you can cross multiply to get the value of x, because here he asks for 3x minus the value of 3x minus 1. First get the value of x and then multiply by 3 and take 1. How can I get the value of x? This expression is equal to this times this divided by this. So x plus 3 is equal to 3 times 20/9. Okay, cancel the 3 and the 9, it will be 1/3, it will be 20/3. Take the 3 to the other side, to x equals 20/3 minus 3. The 3 can be 9/3, because I want to get common denominator. I don't have calculator here. So 20 minus 3 equals 11/3. This is the value of x. Since you get the value of x, you want to get the value of 3x minus 1. Okay, 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1 is equal to 3 times 11/3 minus 1. The 3 cancel the 3, so it will be 11 minus 1, which is 10. Yes, this is the 10. The distance between Giza and Luxor is approximately 500 kilometers. To travel the distance, Bilal received offers from 4 different taxi companies. Okay. Which company gave Bilal the cheapest offer? Let's see. Company A. It offers him 160 fixed amount. He should pay 160 and 15 for each 25 kilometers. Look at this. And the distance already 500 kilometers. So I need to know how many 25 in the 500. How many 25 in the 500? Look, this 50 divided by 25 equals 2. So 20. We have 25 in the 500. Means you have to multiply all that by 20. So this one will be 160 plus 15 times 20. 160 plus 15 times 20. The 2 times 15 equals 30. 30 plus 0, so it will be 300. And this one will be 210 plus, let me add this first, 160 plus 300 will be 064, 460. The second offer, 210 plus 13 times 20, 13 times 20, keep the 0, 2 times 13, 26, then add, will be 074. This one, which will be 185 plus 14 times 20, it will be 280. Add, it will be 5, 8, 16, 16, so it will be 5. Because this will be 3 plus 1, 4. Last one, 150 plus 16 times 20, which is 320. If you add, it will be 0, 7, 3 plus 1, 4, 470. So the cheapest is this one, company A. Number 11, in order to prepare for the boxing tournament, Johnson needs to work out for at least 90 hours during the next 3 weeks. In the first week, he practiced for 42 hours and decided to divide the rest of the hours equally over the next 2 weeks. How much should he practice minimum each week? Means He started with the first week 90 hours. He practiced for 90 hours. And then the next 2 weeks, he should practice also in the first, no, this is the total amount, 90 for the 3 weeks. He started with 42. So you have to take away the 42 from the 90, 90 minus 42, and the rest will be divided over 2 weeks, means divide by 2. 90 divided by 42, this will be 10, and 8, 10 minus 2, 8, and 8 minus 4 equals 4 over 2 equals 24. So each week from the second and the third week, it will be 24 hours. Again, how much should he practice minimum each week after the first week? Easy. Up to now, the exam is very easy. Number 12, given fx equals to x squared plus ax minus 1. I have problem with the e here. This is quadratic equation, but I missed the a. What's the value of a if the axis of symmetry of the graph of f is equal to negative 2.5? Axis of symmetry means if you have a parabola like this is the vertex, this is the axis of symmetry. It is always the first component of the vertex, the axis of symmetry. So let's get the first component of the vertex, negative b over 2a, which is negative. This is considered b, and this is considered a, and this is the c. So it will be negative a over 2a. A now here is 2. So it will be negative a over 4. This is the first component of the vertex. That means that it is representing the equation of the axis of symmetry. And he said that the equation of the axis of symmetry is negative 2.5, means this equals negative 2.5. And so in form of fraction, the negative 2.5 means negative 5 over 2. And this is negative e over 4. Cancel the negative, and then cross multiply to get the a. So the a equals 5 times 4 over 2. 5 times 4 over 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2, it will be 2. 2 times 5 equals 10. So a equals 10. That's very easy. Number 13, I have an inequality here. Which of the following integers representing the smallest value of x plus 3? Okay, let's solve this inequality first. Okay, 3, 2x plus 7, 15. To solve this inequality, focus on the middle term. Try to get rid of the 7 by putting negative 7, negative 7, negative 7 in 3 sides. So negative 7 cancel the positive 7. It will be 2x, and this 3 minus 7 equals negative 4, and 15 minus 7 equals what? Equals 8. Good. And then divide by 2, divide by 2. Since you are dividing by positive number, don't flip the sign of the inequality. Keep it as it is. It will be 4, and this will be x, and this will be 2. Now x between negative 2 and 4. Let's see, this is negative 2 and this is 4. It ranges from negative 2 to 4. The smallest, but the negative 2 is not with me because it's open circle, because you don't have equal here. And since you have this is equal, so 4 is included, but negative 2 is not included. So the least value here should be negative 1. The least value of the range of the x from it will be negative 1. I'll place it here because he is asking for the smallest value. So it will be x plus 3 is equal to negative 1 plus 3, which is 2. Do you understand this? Why I take the negative 1? Because this is the least value of the range from negative 2 to 4, such that we are not including the negative 2. Question number 14, given that d squared over 4m squared over 2d plus 4 equals 3 over a, what's the value of d minus 2m? Okay, if you look at this expression, you will find this difference between two squares. So factorize it. If you factorize, it will be d minus 2m times d plus 2m. Over here, you can take common factor 2. It will be d plus 2m. That's all equals 3 over 8. And then you can discover that this is this. So you cancel them together. And then if you want to get d minus 2m, which is the required here, so cross multiply, so d minus 2m is equal to 3 times 2 over 8. Cancel the 2 with the 8 will be 4, so it will be 3 over 4. This is 3 over 4, number C. 15. Which of the following is the equation of the line perpendicular to the line with the equation 2x minus 3y equals 1 and passing through the midpoint of the segment AB? Okay, passing through the segment AB. This is the segment AB with 2 points, A, which is 2 and 7, and the B, which is negative 1 and 3. The line we need is this line, which is passing through the midpoint of the segment. So, okay, and also perpendicular to a certain line. Where is the certain line? This is perpendicular to the certain line. This is the line with the equation 2x minus 3y. So I need to get the equation of this line. Let's say this line is L, line L. To get this equation of this line, you have to get the slope of the line and the line that the point that line passing through. Since the line passing through the midpoint of the segment AB, so what's the point here in the midpoint? It will be the average of these 2 points. How come? If you get the average of 2 and negative 1, look here, 2 minus 1 over 2 and 7 plus 3 over 2. This is forming the midpoint here. 2 minus 1 equals 1 over 2 equals half. Okay? And this one, 7 plus 3 equals 10 over 2 equals 5, 5 and a half. Okay? So this point equals half and 5. What about the slope of this line? The slope of the line L is perpendicular to this slope. So if I rearrange this equation to get the slope and flip it, you can get the reciprocal of this slope, so you can get the slope of this line. So let me arrange this equation. This is 2x minus 3y equals negative 1. Equals negative 1. If you rearrange this equation, take the 2x to the other side, it will be negative 3y equals negative 2x minus 1. And then divide by negative 3, so dy equals positive 2 over 3x, because the negative cancels the negative, and also positive 1 over 3. So the slope of this line 2 over 3. The slope of this line is 2 over 3. This is m equals 2 over 3. So the slope of the other line, which is perpendicular to it, is you have to flip this, means get the reciprocal, this is m dash, and change the sign. It will be negative 3 over 2. So now the slope of the line L is negative 3 over 2. Since you know the slope and you know the point, so you can get the equation of the line. Let me see how can you get the equation of the line. You can use the form y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. This is point slope form. Point slope form of the equation of the A line. How can you use it? Replace the m by negative 3 over 2. Keep the x, keep the y, replace the y1 and x1 by the point, the coordinate of the point. This is x1, y1. x1 equals half, negative half. y1 equals 5. And now simplify this equation. It will be negative 3 over 2x. If you multiply negative 3 over 2 times negative, it will be positive 3 over 4. Take the 5 to the other side. If you take the 5 to the other side, so it will be y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 3 over 4. If you take the 5 to the other side here, I want to get it in a form of something over 4. So it will be 20 over 4. The 5 is 20 over 4. Why? To keep a common denominator. So 3, this will be positive. 3 plus 20, it will be 23 over 4. This is the equation of the line. 3 over 23 over 4, and this is the answer. What is the value of m plus 4 over 3 if 4 equals and 32 equals? Okay, let me simplify this 4. It can be 2 power 2. Good. To the power of 2m plus 1. And this one, the 32, it will be 2 power 5 to the power of 3. Now I keep common denominator now, common bases. What can I do with the 2 and the 3 and the 2m plus 1? Multiply them together, it will be 2, 4m plus 2. And this multiplied together, it will be 2, 5 times 3 equals 15. Since the base equals the base, so the exponent are equals. So the 4m plus 2 is equals to the 15. Take the 2 to the other side. For the 4m equals 15 minus 2, which is 13. And then divide them by 4. So the m equals 13 divided by 4. Okay. So this is number, let me discover something. Three times 15 and 2m plus 2. Oh, this is 4m plus 2. Yes, correct. So it's correct. 4m plus 2 equals 15. 15 minus 2 equals 13. Divided by 4, 13 over 2. So good. No, yes. What's wrong here? The wrong is I need m plus 3 over 4. Since you need m plus 3 over 4, don't forget to look at the requirements. So you have to add 3 over 4 also. So the m plus 3 over 4 equals 13 over 4 plus 3 over 4. You have common denominator already, so both 4, 13 plus 3 equals 16. 16 over 4 equals 8. So the answer is 8. Number 17. What's the product of the solutions of the equation? This is quadratic equation. We can solve it by factorization. So it will be x squared minus 3x. Rearrange it. It will be plus 2 equals 0 to make it 0 equation. You can solve it by factorization. It is factorizable. Since this is positive, so the two signs will be the same as the middle one. And this is x times x, and 2 will be 2 times 1 because the sum is 3. That's good. So it's either x minus 1 and minus 2 equals 0, which gives us x equals 2, or x minus 1 equals 0, which gives us x equals 1. And since he needs the product, means times, of the two solutions, so the product will be 2 times 1, which is 2. So the answer here is 2. Next question, number 18. The function, this is quadratic function, but I have problem with the d here. Look at the d. Has 0 at x equals negative 2. What's the meaning of the function has 0 at x equals negative 2? Means if you replace x by negative 2, you will find y equals 0. So let me do that. Let me consider y equals 0 and x equals negative 2. Yes, that's correct. So you can get the d from here. Negative 2 squared equals 4 times 2 equals 8. And this will be negative 2d minus 1. All right, so take this to the other side. So it will be 2d equals 8 minus 1, which is 7. So the d equals 3.5 which is 7 divided by 2. Number 19, if 1 over x minus 1 over x plus 1 equals 1, what's the value of 11x squared? From this expression, I want to get the value of x, and then square it and multiply it by 11. Since you have different denominators now, remember, so you have to get common denominator. How can you get common denominator? Multiply the two denominators together, x minus 1, x minus plus 1, and then multiply x plus 1 times 1, so x plus 1, and multiply the x minus 1 times 1, so it will be x minus 1. That's all equals 1. Simplify this expression. Open the brackets, x plus 1, and distribute the negative. It will be negative x plus 1 over the same denominator, which is x minus 1, x plus 1 equals 1 in the end. And okay, and then okay. The x will cancel the x because 0, 1 plus 1 equals 2, so 2 over x minus 1. Okay, look at this. X minus 1 times x plus 1, it can be x squared minus 1. Why? Because this is the difference between two squares, so it can be x squared minus 1. That's all equals 1. 1 means 1 over 1. If you cross multiply, so the x squared minus 1 equals 2. Okay? So take this to the other side. It will be x squared equals 3. And since you need to get 11x squared, so multiply this by 11, so 11x squared equals 11 times 3, which is 33. Last question here, number 20. How many minutes did we take up to now? It's 32 minutes. 32 minutes means above the average time, but this is because I'm explaining, so I'm trying to I take time. And triangle ABC sine C equals 0.5. What's the measure of angle A? Sine of this angle, sine C, sorry, equals 0.5. We remember that sine of angle equals 0.5 means half. That means this is a famous angle. It is 30. So this angle should be 30. Because sine 30 is half. This is famous angle. So this will be 60, of course. What's the measure of angle A? It's 60. Now I'm done with the equation, with the exam. Thank you so much. See you.